The 2025 Academy Awards were already set to be one of the most talked about events of the year, but nobody expected what happened when Conan O'Brien took the stage as the host. Known for his quick wit, sharp humor, and fearless approach to comedy, O'Brien had the audience laughing throughout the night, until he dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through Hollywood and the music industry. As the room settled after a string of lighthearted jokes, O'Brien suddenly turned serious, looked directly into the camera, and delivered a statement that no one could have predicted. "It's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. Don't worry, I'm lawyered up." The moment the words left his mouth, the audience went silent. A mix of shock, confusion, and nervous laughter filled the air. Some people in the crowd exchanged glances, unsure if they had just misheard what was said. Others sat frozen, processing the magnitude of the statement. This wasn't just a typical celebrity joke. It was a direct reference to one of the most controversial and ongoing feuds in hip-hop history, a rivalry that had been simmering for years and had already led to legal battles, diss tracks, and accusations that went beyond the realm of music. Social media exploded within seconds. Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube were instantly flooded with reactions from fans, journalists, and industry insiders. Some praised Conan O'Brien for daring to bring up a topic that many felt was being swept under the rug, while others criticized him for making such a serious accusation into a punchline. There was no denying it. This was not just another awards show joke. This was a moment that would be dissected and discussed for weeks, months, maybe even years to come. To fully understand the weight of Conan's statement, it's important to go back and examine the history between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Their relationship started as one of mutual respect, but over the years, it evolved into one of the most intense rivalries in modern hip-hop. The tension between them can be traced all the way back to the early 2010s. Both artists were rising stars, dominating the rap scene with their unique styles and lyrical abilities. But as their fame grew, so did the competition between them. Subtle jabs in interviews, subliminal disses in verses, and moments of tension at award shows began to make it clear that there was underlying friction between the two. The rivalry escalated dramatically in May 2024, when Kendrick Lamar released a song that would shake the hip-hop world to its core. Titled "Not Like Us," the track didn't just take shots at Drake's musical credibility. It made direct accusations about his personal life. Lamar's lyrics suggested that Drake had inappropriate relationships with underage girls, a claim that immediately sent shockwaves through the industry. Drake, known for his calculated and strategic approach to handling controversy, didn't stay silent. He quickly fired back with legal action, filing lawsuits against major media outlets like iHeartMedia and Universal Music Group. He alleged that these companies were promoting Kendrick's song to damage his reputation and spread false narratives about him. The lawsuits were a major turning point in the feud. While Drake eventually reached a settlement with iHeartMedia, his battle with Universal Music Group continued. The legal drama only fueled speculation, with some fans believing that the lawsuits were an attempt to silence the conversation rather than disprove the accusations. Others felt that if Drake had nothing to hide, he wouldn't need to resort to legal threats. Then came another major moment in February 2025. Kendrick Lamar was one of the headliners at the Super Bowl halftime show, a performance that millions of people around the world were watching. When he performed "Not Like Us," fans noticed something strange. He had altered the lyrics, specifically omitting the word pedophile. This move led to intense speculation. Was Kendrick trying to avoid further legal trouble? Was he walking back his accusations? Or was this a calculated decision to keep the feud alive without crossing a certain line? With all of this history in mind, Conan O'Brien's comment at the Oscars became even more explosive. This wasn't just an offhand joke. It was a direct reference to one of the most heated controversies in the music industry. And the fact that he delivered it on one of the biggest stages in entertainment made it even more significant. Immediately after Conan's remark, the internet was in chaos. Fans of both Kendrick Lamar and Drake took to social media to argue over the implications of the statement. Some were convinced that Conan was simply making a joke, playing off the drama in a way that was meant to be funny rather than serious. But others believed that Conan was doing something more than just cracking a joke. He was using his platform to push Kendrick Lamar to take a stand and double down on his accusations. Why would Conan O'Brien, a late-night talk show host with no direct connection to the rap world, involve himself in this drama? Was he simply trying to stir the pot? Or did he have some inside knowledge about the situation? And why specifically challenge Kendrick Lamar to make the accusation publicly? These were the questions that flooded social media as people tried to make sense of what had just happened. Drake's camp was silent in the immediate aftermath of the joke, but that didn't stop people from digging up old rumors and past incidents. Every questionable interaction, every resurfaced tweet, and every past controversy Drake had been involved in was suddenly back in the spotlight. The internet has a way of never forgetting, and this moment reignited discussions that many thought had faded away. Meanwhile, Kendrick Lamar remained completely silent. No statement, no Instagram posts, no cryptic tweets, nothing. This silence only added to the intrigue. Was Kendrick avoiding the controversy? Was he planning a response? Or was he just as blindsided as everyone else by Conan's unexpected challenge? Conan O'Brien himself didn't seem fazed by the reaction. His comment, "Don't worry, I'm lawyered up," suggested that he fully anticipated the backlash and was prepared for any legal consequences. This remark also raised another question. Did Conan have inside information that made him confident in making such a bold statement? Or was he simply using legal protection as a safety net for an edgy joke? The entertainment industry has always been full of shocking moments, but this one felt different. It wasn't just about celebrity drama. It touched on serious allegations, reputations, and legal implications. And the fact that it was said at the Oscars, an event that usually steers clear of this kind of controversy, made it all the more significant. Public reaction continued to pour in for days after the event. Some defended Conan, saying that comedy is meant to push boundaries and address uncomfortable topics. Others felt that he had gone too far, using a serious accusation as a punchline without considering the real-world consequences. As time goes on, the fallout from this moment is still unfolding. Will Kendrick Lamar respond? Will Drake address the situation? Will Conan face backlash from Hollywood elites or stand by his words? One thing is certain, this isn't a moment that will be forgotten anytime soon.